Thank you for tuning into Keanoreads. Today we'll be looking at The Art of Goosebumps by Sarah Rodriguez. Stay Out of the Basement. First released in America as Book 2 in July 1992, Stay Out of the Basement would not be released in the UK until a year later. Interestingly enough, Stay Out of the Basement was released as book number 3 in the UK, with Welcome to Deadhouse and Say Cheese and Die being released before it in the set. Starting from the top left. Something's waiting in the dark. Live plants? Dead people? Dr. Brewer is doing a little plant testing in his basement. Nothing to worry about. Harmless, really. But Margaret and Casey Brewer are worried about their father, especially when they meet some of their plants he is growing down there. Then they notice that their father is developing plant-like tendencies. In fact, he's becoming distinctly weedy and seedy. Is it just part of their father's harmless experiment? Or has the basement turned into another little shop of horrors? Stein Says, one of my favourite books from the series, features cover art by Jim Thiessen. With more realistic rendering and perspectives, Thiessen's style was a bit more adult and realistic than the ultra-saturated and cartoonish scenes painted by Jacobus. It's no surprise Jim went on to work for major players in the field of horror literature. Jacobus eventually got his own crack at the art of this book when he designed the cover for the 2003 reprint. His version features Dr. Brewer's clone, appearing here as a monster tree-like person standing in front of a lab table. He holds a beaker in one hand and behind him are several mysterious vials filled with colourful liquids. The effect might be less frightening than the original, but it raises a question for the reader to answer, creating a sense of excitement. Next, I invite you to take a quick look at the UK version of this text. And that's all for today. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, feel free to like, comment, or perhaps even subscribe. Don't forget, stay out of the basement.